It's no surprise we have paper tigers in polluted woods, considering laws to protect and preserve the park have been used for origami purposes. But maybe the park's hands are tied and they're unable to say, "Hey, Congress, guess what? Remember that park you made? Yeah, well, we're not protecting and preserving it." So with my letters bereft and petition an impasse, I took matters into my own hands. And since this problem required more than 2 minutes of attention, I planned a trip to Washington 4 months ahead of time to meet the senators of North Carolina and Tennessee, the representatives whose districts have the park, and the MPS office itself. A fax is the only way you can request a meeting with Senator Richard Burr, so it was unfortunate his staff lost every one I sent. I tried emails, but they were lost in transmission. Even voicemails proved no such luck, for his office kept referring me to unavailable people. But after 4 months, persistence prevailed when I received the confirmation, "Senator Burr will not participate in your documentary." As a consolation for the long trip up, they granted me access to his legislative council. Before we spoke, however, his staff repeatedly reminded me this was a no cameras, no recorders interview. After talking with Senator Burr, we determined that we needed to talk with someone in Tennessee because that's where the Tennessee Valley is, the authority, and they're the ones that are polluting this. As far as 2064 being the date when the park returns to natural conditions, we think that's a little far-fetched. We seem to get the same idea from speaking with members of the senator's staff. Perhaps to humble me even further amid the throngs of power itself, we walked through a construction zone to the Senate basement cafeteria for our meeting. The next visit was to Senator Bob Corker of Tennessee. The legislative correspondent we met with was a nice guy, and he listened, but quite frankly, we came to get answers. Their answer? This was Senator Alexander's baby. He's been working on it for 30 years. And if we really wanted to know what's going on, we should go talk to him. Although my first day was quickly coming to a close and I hadn't found anyone willing to stick up for the Smokies on camera, I got to shake a real-life congressman's hand, the Honorable David Davis representing the park's Tennessee side. Waiting in his office, I wondered if he might spare his time, but after speaking to a staff member about pollution and showing her photos of dying trees, she said she had other things to do and suggested I come back later. And when we asked her if she knew that the park was polluted and why it was polluted, we didn't get an answer at all.